Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite. In today's video, we are going to be talking about FTX. There is one new update and it's a big one. It has to do with the hacking. Let's talk about it, what to do, what not to do, and how we got here. If you do like this content, the Crypto Elite Creator Pass is live with exclusive content, giveaway, and AMAs. Definitely check it out. So, like I said, FTX has been hacked. As you can see here, it's a crypto disaster, and it worsens as the exchange sees a mysterious outflow exceeding $600 million. So, more than $500 million has just left the FTX exchanges, and that is pretty wild because they declared bankruptcy not too long ago. So like I said, we will circle back to this article, but if you're unfamiliar with the story, here is a quick recap of what happened. And this happened way back on, actually before this tweet came out. There was rumor mills in early November about FTX being somewhat insolvent, and this tweet thread was when SBF, or Sam Bankman-Fried, came out and it was like, guys, I messed up. I'm sorry. But I just want to highlight a couple of tweets. And this is where, like I said, he says, so right now we're spending the week doing everything we can to raise liquidity, because that is the main problem that happened. FTX was trying to be very similar to the traditional banking system and use fractional reserves, which in the traditional finance system, as of right now, we can see it has worked with your JP Morgan Chase, with your Wells Fargo, your larger banks. But in crypto, because everything is so fluid and so dynamic, we have learned, especially through this case scenario, that a fractional reserve system probably is not the best way to go. You need one-to-one access to every bit of currency that is on an exchange. So that is what SBF was doing back on November 10th. He was trying to get liquidity so that when customers wanted to withdraw money, they could in turn give them their one-to-one exchange for the crypto that they put onto FTX. And it didn't work out. As we all know, FTX tapped into customers' account to fund risky bets, setting up its downfall. So like I said, he was using the fractional reserve system. Customers would deposit money into FTX, and then SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, would just outflow that money to Alameda Research, which is a company that he also owns as well. So he owns both of those companies. He would just take the funds that were deposited in FTX, send them over to Alameda Research, and then try and make more money on the money that was deposited into the exchange. And like I said, this isn't unheard of in the traditional financial system, but the crypto market, as we've seen, is a lot more liquid. So it has led to problems. And as we see here, not too long ago, this happened on November 11th, just one day after that tweet thread, when Sam Bankman-Fried said he was going to do everything possible to get the money back. FTX files for bankruptcy. At this time, we didn't know if it was just FTX or FTX US, but at this time we knew it was just FTX. One day later, we did find out it was FTX and FTX US. So both US based companies and the international company also is filing for bankruptcy. And Sam Bankman-Fried is also stepping down as the CEO. So that was something that came out, and here was the official press release from FTX that did highlight that it was not only FTX, the international brand, but also the FTX US, Alameda Research Company, and 130 additional affiliated companies all together in the FTX group were declaring Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So when that happened, that means that all deposits are stopped, everything stays on the exchange. The money just freezes there, and then big government, big litigation has to come in and see, one, what happened, and then two, the best course of action going forward, because there is a multi-billion-dollar hole that they are trying to fill in the best way possible. But they're not necessarily looking out for the customers, but they're looking out for the businesses. The way that they can impact the overall market the least. And unfortunately, us as customers, we don't necessarily get the benefit of that, of what big litigation is looking for. So that is what happened next. However, this recently came out as well, right after or along the same time as the hack, and it was just in that Sam Bankman-Fried had a backdoor built into FTX's accounting system, which allowed him to alter the company's financials without alerting executives and auditors. So that was something that was recently found, and at the same time, it kind of makes you wonder if he had a backdoor into FTX, FTX US, all these other companies to continue to siphon funds away. So there is a going theory, nothing is confirmed yet, that SBF, who still is not apprehended by law enforcement, potentially could have used a backdoor and indirectly or directly hacked, if you will, over $500 million from the bankrupt companies. So that is one of the going theories right now. So just to highlight this article, more than $600 million was siphoned from FTX's wallets on Friday. And that was soon after, like I said, they declared bankruptcy, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, restructuring. So many FTX wallet holders reported $0 balances in their FTX and FTX wallets, and the FTX API appeared to be down, which is very, very strange. So one thing that did come out was an update to FTX, which I highly recommend people, one, not open FTX, uninstall FTX if they have the app on their phone, and don't install the update as well, because no one is 100% sure what has allowed the money to 100% drain their accounts. So that is the confusing part. It may have to do with just opening the app, or maybe the app already has some sort of code built into it, but that would be my going recommendation. So that is the FTX portion, and I bet you're wondering, how does this relate to Theta? We will circle back to it, because as you can see, this is CoinMarketCap. Everything is still in the red. Everything is still trending down, except of course the stable coins, but everything is trending down, and that includes Theta, and that includes TFUEL as well. As you can see here, everything was fine and dandy. We were entering that bull zone, and on the 6th of November, when this news first started coming out, that's when the entire markets tanked, as well as Theta and TFUEL, as you can see. Huge 20-30+ % drops for both of these over the past couple days, and I think it has also had further impacts, which I'll talk to in a future video, which is the most recent drop on Theta drop. This is one of the first drops that hasn't sold out in a while, and this one did look like a larger one. As you can see, the quantity that they were selling was 4,219, and as of right now, there's still 2,566 remaining. So that is something that I think, like I said, I'll make another video on this one, the Fuse Wars drop. Kind of sad to see. I thought this would be a larger drop, but like I said, I think it's just the overall crypto space right now. And then also the Katy Perry drop that has been quote unquote coming soon. I don't think it's going to be coming soon anytime soon, just because of the sentiment right now. So if you have any questions on this stuff, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.